in the world, and I met him yesterday.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Well, George, the first time you suited up as Batman, how did it feel?
Oh, very comfortable, really. You know, the truth is, the suit's miserable, obviously, but there's something pretty... I did look in the mirror and laugh the first time I was Batman, because I think I was about 3 years old the first time I put on a bat suit, so... I stopped a couple of years ago.
So you've done this before?
Oh, sure. I'm a professional now. Yeah, I was pretty... It's exciting. You know, there is the part of you that doesn't ever... A huge part of you that doesn't ever think your career would ever go in that direction. It makes me laugh. You're a little handicapped with the suit because you can't move in it.
How do you physically get into it?
Well, it's a little personal, but I'll tell you. You get in it, you put the legs on first. It takes you about, literally it takes you about 5 minutes to get the legs on. You pull them on, and then it has a piece that comes over your shoulders, and then you put the chest on, and then you put on the cowl and the cape. And it takes about half an hour to do.
Is there a zip?
Well, there is, but I'm not allowed to tell you where. I could tell you, but I, of course, would have to kill you.
There's something about an anatomically correct rubber suit that puts fire in a girl's lips.
Why are all the gorgeous ones homicidal maniacs? Is it me?
How tough is it trying to stay trim? Are you like the rest of the real world that actually puts on weight easily?
Sure, easily.
How tough is it to stay trim for that thing?
Well, if you wear the suit, it's easy. You know, because it's like, you know, like Vivian Lee in Gone with the Wind. You know, they just strap you in. The thing is, I played basketball every day, and I still, you know, I play basketball every day to stay in shape because it's the only thing I can do. I'm at the age where, you know, you eat things, you put on weight. So.
Bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it.
Hey, Doug. How much did you have to borrow for med school?
110 grand.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Well, how long did it take you to pay it off?
Are you kidding? I'm paying off for 15 years.
You've paid your dues as an actor. You've had 15 never-seen pilots, I understand, 4 series that got axed, and you're in Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Do you still have fond memories of that?
Well, you know, it's funny, people will say, why would you ever do Return of the Killer Tomatoes? I was thrilled when I got the job. You know, the thing about being an actor is you take what you can get and thrilled with it for the most part. You get to a certain position in your life and you get to be a little choosier, but when you're first starting out, you're thrilled to get jobs, so I'm happy.
The success of this, will that make it even sweeter for you?
It's been sweet already, and if, you know, I don't really look to these to kind of validate how well my career has gone. I'm very surprised and much more successful than I ever thought I would be. So it's all kind of icing on the cake now. It's just fun.
Will you ever turn into one of the celebrities? As they say, some actors spend their entire life trying to get famous, and when they are, they put on dark glasses so nobody will recognize them. Will that ever happen to George Clooney?
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about other stars. I know that there are times that you want to sneak in and out of places, but that's usually because if you don't, you'll spend the time that you have to do something, you know, sign autographs or something. So sometimes I understand the sneaking in and out, trying to get in and out quickly.
Hang on 1 second. All right, you guys. Yeah, hey, sorry, guys.
Arnie Schwarzenegger once said, because of his discipline of bodybuilding his entire life, it gave him a very good foundation for dealing with success and failure, whether that's personal or professional. Do you have a mechanism for dealing with success?
Well, I grew
and
up in television from the time I was, I don't know, 5 years old. My father had a variety show before he was an anchor man, so from the time I was very young, I was on live television. And everyone in my family, my Aunt Rosemary was a very famous singer, and then not. And so I had a great lesson in how this business works and how it has very little to do with you when you get successful and how it has very little to do with you when you get unsuccessful, and you always get unsuccessful. You know, no Paul Newmans in the world. You know, you don't get to have 45-year careers. You have waves. And if you understand that, if you don't believe the first part, which is when they tell you how brilliant you are, then you won't get eaten alive by the second part when they tell you how awful you are.
Now, didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with guns?
I hate when people talk during the movie.
You're having fun.
I'm having a good time.
That's great. Well, welcome to Australia. You're
Thanks.
the best Batman ever.
Ah, well, see, now you've been drinking.